We're bringing back our most intense Disney World challenge.
And the stakes are even higher with Disney's new pay-to-skip-the-line service.
It's an AllEars Rides Race! Season 2!
All right, we are starting this morning in Adventureland because early entry is actually something that is not included, and Adventureland's not included in early entry.
No, neither is Frontierland or Liberty Square.
Yeah, which if you don't know what that is, basically it's just when a Disney resort guest get an extra 30 minutes in the park, and if you're coming to Magic Kingdom, you can spend that 30 minutes in Fantasyland or Tomorrowland. But from my understanding, Tron, which is now a regular queue, is not included in that early entry time. So if that impacts your decisions, just kind of be aware of that. But we are here because as non-resort guests, we have typically found that this is the best way to rope drop, is kind of doing what we call the Adventureland sweep. Typically that does include Jungle Cruise, but Jungle Cruise is closed for maintenance right now. So we are here enjoying Pirates of the Caribbean together, which from a very selfish point of view, I like that we do together because A, I like being with my friend, but also from a competition standpoint, this one's really long. And if we do it together, it kind of feels like a wash.
Exactly.
So.
And we are doing both parks today, Magic Kingdom and EPCOT. So we're gonna see what we have a chance to hit this morning, use this rope drop strategy to our advantage. And we also have the option of either using Lightning Lane Multipass or Lightning Lane Single Pass. We both opted for Lightning Lane Multipass, which we will discuss after we get off the ride.
And this is our first time doing a rides race with Multipass.
This is our first time using Lightning Lane Multipass for both parks. Park hopping for Rice Race. Rice Race?
A rice race. Hey, everybody, I'm gonna just shut up. I think we should stop.
Hey, everybody, open your pantry. I'm about to rice raid.
Rice raiding.
I did tell her off camera. I was like, I have my discard one at like 9. I knew it, the same one.
9:25.
At Dumbo. We'll talk about why having, which seems weird, like, because typically you'll be able to get in that line all day. We did opt for a kind of a, what do they call it? Like a throwaway Lightning Lane. First thing at the beginning of the day. We'll explain why. I promise. Lightning Lane Multipass. We'll get into it. But first, Pirates. Successfully out of Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean is a slow-moving boat ride that thrusts you into a battle between soldiers and pirates, and Jack Sparrow's looking for treasure. And will the pirates find Jack Sparrow? They're looking for him too. Who knows? Now, I was checking the My Disney Experience app, and it says Haunted Mansion is a 13-minute wait, but that was 10 minutes ago. And when people see that, they tend to rush. There's also a bunch of rides that are down right now. Winnie the Pooh is down, Buzz Lightyear is down, which means that when those rides are down, people who can, for that same equivalent kind of a ride, like a slow-moving dark ride, they're gonna rush to the next one closest to them. And that would make sense for everybody rushing to Haunted Mansion, so I definitely don't think it's gonna be a 13-minute wait. 13 minutes just means a walk-on. So instead, we both have the same strategy because we're doing the Adventureland sweep into the Frontierland.
I tripped you.
If you just tripped me right now.
We're still like on the same minecart. Like I just tripped you for fun. I'm sorry, babe.
And I'm still standing behind you. Ow! Currently, Big Thunder Mountain is a 15-minute wait. We're still doing the sweep. Here we go. Big Thunder Mountain is a coaster attraction where you hop into a train and you zip and zoom through a bunch of different canyons. It is the wildest ride in the wilderness. There's also a bat scene where we just scream at the top of our lungs. Not because we're scared of bats, just because we need to let some things out.
Everybody needs to scream every once in a while.
Now, I do think Haunted Mansion strategy, going to Haunted Mansion instead of Big Thunder Mountain, would have been a solid option, specifically because the Haunted Mansion Lightning Lane times, they're going to be much harder to book. Comparing the two together, Big Thunder Mountain is around 12 right now.
It's 10:45.
Oh, so it's even earlier than I. Okay, so
Mansion is 7:30.
Yeah, now it's 10:45, and Grab Haunted Mansion is 7:30 tonight. So running to Haunted Mansion as opposed to doing this might have been the better option. But it's not about doing everything today, it's about doing the absolute most. Today's all about optimization. So the strategy might have worked, but we'll never know. I will say, Emma, I did Big Thunder Mountain for this last Rides Race. I did just Magic Kingdom only. I did Big Thunder Mountain, and Fry did Haunted Mansion.
Fry. No, you did.
I did.
Wow. Well, we're here together, so
Hey, no.
that statistic means nothing to me.
Wow, look at it go. Just
dog eat dog world. Just keep up stuff.
just because you're ahead of me, right, like just physically walking ahead of me.
I'm like I'm like running to keep up with you.
I think I'm gonna see just what I think it's too long. Yeah. Haunted Mansion, to see how long it actually is. I'm definitely don't think it's the simple walk on 13 minutes anymore. It says 13 minutes?
I'm gonna give it 10 to see how far I move.
Yeah, and I am also going to do that.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. And
Set a timer.
I know our first discard lightning lane of the day did start about 5 minutes ago. It's 9:31. So as soon as we do that, I think it'd be a safe bet to go over to Dumbo.
After that, we will split. This is not like we like to do the first ride or two together, but this much is also for us. It's like, well, we got to split up. From
Wow.
our perspective.
Yeah, I'm just here to have a good day and a friendly conversation with some friends. So.
True.
It's not true?
No.
I'm out for blood?
Yeah. You always are.
That's not true.
Watch any of the games on the channel.
Haunted Mansion is a slow-moving dark ride, and it's not as scary. It's not like a Halloween Horror Night situation scary. It is more of like a camp scary. You guys see that rose on Madame Leota's tombstone? Oh, how romantic.
She's dead.
Oh, thought someone was just in love with her.
Maybe.
Well, 1 hour for the park open, and we've already done 3 things. Not helpful for our individual competitions, but as far as getting our numbers up, I don't think that's too bad.
Having a real nice time.
A real nice time. Now we do have one more thing to do together, because of our accidental overlap for our discard lightning lane.
I will say, in the situation of the discard lightning lane, it can be anything. We both just happened to choose Dumbo because Mad Tea was already down to 10 o'clock, and that was the earliest one I saw.
Yeah, I saw 9:25. I think you had 9:20.
Yeah. So that's kind of how that situation happened.
And the goal for the discard lightning lane is to basically get the earliest one, so that way you can scan in and immediately start to modify your other lightning lanes and book another one, because you can't start modifying and book the next one until you scan it for your first lightning lane of the day.
It also releases you from that tier situation, so you can start holding multiple tier 1s instead of just one.
Yeah! All right, my current strategy is after Dumbo, because we're already at the back of Storybook Circus, my goal is to meet all 4 characters at Pete's Silly Sideshow. Right now it says it's only a 5-minute wait, and that number is definitely going to go up throughout the day. And you can meet basically 4 characters within like 20 minutes. And that's going to be... She sees me filming. And that's going to be, 4 points right there. So let's do that. But let's hang out with Emma for one more ride. I wasn't saying anything bad.
You're lying.
I'm not saying anything bad.
I know you told him I smell.
No, I was strategizing. You smell lovely. You smell like
I heard you.
like
You said she stinks, you guys. It's like really hard.
you smell like snow cone.
You just saw the snow cone elephant.
That's the only thing I can think of.
You smell like lemonade.
Lemonade. You smell like churros.
Here we go. Dumbo. Very
Dumbo.
Excited. High in the sky flying elephant. You spin.
Woo! Believe and soar. Believe and soar. Upon a dream. We're like, no one's touching this. We're just, wow.
Working on the lightning lanes.
Wow, just so present.
While I'm working on my lightning lanes.
Way to be present in this moment with me.
Listen, I know I can't physically outrun you, so if I can't outsmart you, I have no chance.
We all know you will
have
outsmart
long
me.
legs. Oh. We all know I'm incredibly tall, Emma.
Bye, friend.
We depart. This was great. I'll see you at lunch.
Bye, see you at lunch. We have to have a lunch. Haha, I'm not leaving Storybook Circus. I'm just trying to throw off the scent. I'm gonna go Big Top Souvenirs. She's headed to Barnstormer. I am headed to Pete Silly's Sideshow to meet 4 different characters. Now, 10 minutes ago, it said it was a 5-minute wait. I'm hoping that is still the case. While I was in line, though, however, I did book my next lightning lane because I scanned it into Dumbo. I booked my next lightning lane for Space Mountain around 12:10, I believe. Now, I do have later lightning lanes that's a little unfortunate for me because I was a little late booking my lightning lane. I'm still getting used to lightning lane multipass where with Genie Plus you used to be able to, wake up day of and, oh, hold on, this is not a 5-minute wait, that's okay. You used to wake up at, 6:45, book everything that morning at 7 a.m. Now, for non-resort guests, you make your reservations 3 days in advance. But if you're staying on property, you can actually book your lightning lane reservations 7 days in advance.
Okay, I am finally off on my own. I'm headed straight to the Barnstormer just because I'm physically here. It says it's only 15 minutes. I'd wager it's probably a little bit lower, and this can kind of get weirdly high wait times. The Barnstormer features the Great Goofini, and it is a really sweet kiddie coaster. Technically, I know at one point, I don't know if this is still accurate, this is the fastest ride in Magic Kingdom. I know that was true before Tron. I'm not sure if that's still accurate, but it's a great first coaster. It is super, super short. It's a lot more intense than you would think, but it's super sweet. So, it says 15. I do not think this is gonna take 15. Maybe it will, but I'm gonna work on modifying for my lightning lanes. My goal is to do as many standby queues as I can here, so that way I can start using my lightning lanes for EPCOT later, because EPCOT typically does not have as many available towards the end of the night, especially because of the popularity of Remy and Frozen and the lack of rides over there. So we're gonna see. I grabbed a Space Mountain for noon. I'm really hoping that I can up one of my lightning lanes, but we'll see. Pardon, I'm speaking.
Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. What happened, man? What happened? Oh, it was. Oh, got it. You were driving, got it. And then Donald
got in the way.
Oh, he was being all bossy.
And he telling people it was number 1 and he was driving and he lost control and then it ended up
Oh gosh.
All right, I literally waited all of 10 minutes, so I'm glad I came over here. When I just checked, Buzz is only 15, which would be huge. Might try to go to Buzz after this, and if not, you'll find me under the sea with the Little Mermaid.
Hi, friend. How are you? Good. Well, listen, I have something to tell you. We were just chatting, and your boy Goofy is spreading some lies, I think. I don't know. He said that you were being all bossy, and that made him kind of veer off and crash his motorcycle into the.
a lie.
That
A lie.
I'm so sorry. Like.
Donald would never be bossy. It was him that crashed.
And now he's running away. He's running away in fear. He's running away in. It's just rude.
No, I know.
You would never do that, would you? That's right. We're gonna take the high road. We're gonna be the bigger person.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. No sweat off your brow.
Okay, supposedly Buzz Lightyear is 15 minutes. Again, I really want to try to do as much as I can here. I checked the lightning lanes for Epcot, and Frozen and Remy are both already gone, which is not super surprising, but definitely something to be aware of. Magic Kingdom is the park that you are going to get the most use out of the multipass system here in Hollywood Studios. which if you want to kind of see that put into action, we have perfect days up on the channel. We have testing it as using it versus standard lines. We've got lots of tests. So definitely check that out if you want to see it. I am gonna try to hustle to Tomorrowland. And to do that, I'm gonna take this back path, which we really love. It connects you over to the Neutron area and makes it a little bit of a shorter walk if you're trying to get over there. So we're hustling.
Drama at Pizza Sideshow. I am, for now, I'm gonna skip the girls. I'm gonna skip Daisy and Minnie because they do have quite the line. But we are gonna continue to trek forward. We are very close to Little Mermaid, Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, which is currently still a five-minute wait. We don't need a lightning lane for that, even though we do have access to lightning lane multipass. We are counting for this rides race, rides, shows, and characters for both parks, and we don't have to only use lightning lane multipass for this. So, standby is definitely an option.
Okay, it jumped to 35. No worries. I'm gonna go over and maybe do Tomorrowland Speedway. It says it's only 10 minutes. People mover, hopefully will stay low most of the day. So I can maybe get it when I come back through here. But I think I need to do the Main Street vehicles, which is on the rides list. So I'll probably do Tomorrowland Speedway and then try to go up there and hopefully they will still be running. It's a little after 10:30. So they should be out, I hope. Got up to 15 on my walk over. That's not bad. That's only a 5-minute difference. Everything's really, that rope drop time is definitely over, but it's okay. We'll give it 10. We'll see how far we move. Tomorrowland Speedway is a super fun, family-friendly driving ride. You just kind of drive in circles, and if you don't have a license, it's a great time. It does smell like gas, and it's very loud, so definitely something to take into consideration, but it's a fan favorite. I prefer it at night because it's not so hot, but we're not gonna be here at night, so gotta do it now.
Yeah, look at that, still a 5-minute wait. Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid is a slow-moving dark ride attraction where you hop into a clam and you experience a short retelling of Disney's The Little Mermaid. You got some pretty cool animatronics, you're gonna hear the classic songs. It's a lot of fun. Definitely gives those old retro dark ride vibes, but with kind of a newish-er IP. I know Little Mermaid is not new, but like definitely not Pinocchio, you know what I mean? It definitely, it's a little more modern. This is looking more like a 10-minute wait, but that's okay. While we were in line for Pete Silly's Sideshow to meet Donald and Goofy, I did change one of my lightning lanes. Peter Pan, unfortunately, because I forgot about the 3-day situation, and I booked it 2 days before instead of 3 days before, which means I'm gonna fall a little bit behind here, but that's okay. I had like a 5 o'clock Peter Pan. I did change that for a 2 o'clock Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, so I've got Space Mountain 12:10, Buzz Lightyear at 2:50, and the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh at 3:20, which I'm hoping I can get down. I can get down to a lower time I can modify. We in the past we have seen modifications be a little finicky and like not super available until after that noon 1 o'clock time slot. So we're gonna hopefully see some better times around that time, but we still have to do Epcot, and I'm thinking we're probably gonna head to Epcot around 2:30, 3 o'clock maybe. That should be enough time to do everything that we need to over there. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Just a nice Sunday stroll. I'm not in a hurry. I have nowhere to be. I'm not trying to win a rides race against maybe the best rides race that we have on the team. It's fine. Ooh, they've recently cut the grass. I can smell it. I love that smell. Clean earth. I always have a good time on that one, especially when the sun isn't beating down on you. Now I'm gonna kind of cut towards Main Street and just see if it looks like the vehicles are still running. If they are, that'd be huge. It's always a great, easy one to grab that a lot of times we forget about. But if it's not, I'll come back for probably Mad Tea and then head over for like a people mover moment. And then it'll be almost time for my Space Mountain, which is below 50. I'd really love to get a Buzz Lightning Lane. That's one of the last ones I want to get here, honestly. And then it's time to start working on EPCOT, if I can at all. Looks like they're not running. That's totally fine. I'm just gonna go back. I also forgot we didn't count characters. It's been a hot minute since I have done a Rides Race, so I literally forgot until right now. It's just not great. Me and Sage probably has done 15 characters, but it's okay. I'm not gonna beat myself up about that. Just something to be aware of.
So a couple things just happened. One, I walked into a 5-minute wait that turned into a 20-minute wait, and I was stopped inside the attraction for a little bit, so definitely not ideal. But because I had some extra time, I decided to modify as many things as I could. I was able to grab a Buzz Lightyear for $150 and a Space Mountain for $11.20, which is in 10 minutes. However, I did notice that Princess Fairy Tale Hall, specifically Tiana and currently a visiting princess side, is only 20 minutes. Now, I made a huge mistake in the last Rides Race here at Magic Kingdom. We were only doing Magic Kingdom, and I wasn't really focusing on live entertainment, not thinking about the fact that a lot of the live entertainment goes away around 5 o'clock. And yeah, live entertainment does include characters. Now here at Magic Kingdom, because of Princess Fairy Tale Hall, which is open until 9, and Pizza City Sideshow, which is open until 7, you might be able to hold off on some of the characters until later on in the evening. But because we are ending the night at EPCOT, we will not have that luxury. A lot of the characters, again, they go away around 5 o'clock. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a tad later, but 5 o'clock is the average. So I think we still have to hit as many characters as we can here in the morning before we hop on over to EPCOT, because we're not going to get that same luxury over there. So for now, it says a 20-minute wait, so I'm gonna hopefully go for that and then run over to Space Mountain. All right, it says 20 minutes, let's make it happen. Princess Fairy Tale Hall is a meet and greet experience here in Fantasyland. Basically, there are 4 different princesses you can meet. Typically, it's Tiana, Rapunzel, Cinderella, and Elena, but right now, anytime you see a crown that says a visiting princess, that means they're regulars, Tiana, Rapunzel, or whatever. They're not currently here. Visiting princess could literally be anyone from Snow White to Merida. So I've had Belle, Jasmine. You just never know. But it's a princess. Now, right now, because Cinderella, I guess it's Cinderella Castle. Cinderella and Elena have a 45-minute wait. They typically have the longer wait. And Rapunzel and Tiana, there needs some people. Look at this. This is amazing. Now today it says Tiana and a visiting princess. So let's see who that visiting princess is. Let's go.
Buzz was one of the last lightning lanes I wanted to get. Not true. I'd love to get under the sea because it was a 5-minute wait earlier. It's up to 40. Not waiting 40. So hopefully that will either drop or I can get a lightning lane. We'll see. But we're right here by the teacups, so I'm probably gonna hop in line. Oh my goodness, it's a little bit of a line. What? My strategies are non-existent, clearly. Oh, it says 5 and everyone saw 5 and round. I'm gonna stand here for a moment, but I'm gonna check other wait times. Okay, it's saying princesses are 20 right now. That is way more than 5. I wasn't even in the queue officially. So I'm gonna go attempt to meet 2 princesses to get them on the board. That should be helpful. And then I don't know, maybe space. Maybe it'll be time for space by then. We got some time, but we'll play by ear. Yeah, it's a 45-minute wait for Cinderella and Elena, but it's only 20 for Tiana and a visiting princess. So this is where you're gonna find some friends. Now, typically Tiana and Rapunzel meet here. Not to say that Rapunzel won't be the character who's here right now, but it could be a surprise. I'm excited to see who is hanging out with us today.
Mission Control, Rapunzel is definitely here. It says of the visiting princess, but it's definitely Rapunzel. We've got the OGs. We've got the Rapunzel and we've got the Tiana here. The eagle has landed. Hello, how are you?
I am magnificent. I got to have some of Attila's cupcakes for breakfast this morning.
Okay, dessert for breakfast. That's the way to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the way to do it.
He's been thinking of opening up a bakery, and I've been trying to think of other things that he could suggest that are slightly more breakfast items rather than cupcakes. Do you have any suggestions?
You know, girl, we could do some cereal. We could do some toast. I'm a savory guy, so that maybe we do like, I don't know, some like sausage and eggs or something.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll have fun with it.
Good.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Oh, just a whole bunch of different good breakfasts.
We'll have a buffet, girl. It'll be amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I think we should ask them to add cinnamon rolls to the
Let's
menu.
do it. Why not?
Now we're inside, and it's even more promising because we get to go all the way straight into the portrait gallery room, which I'm hoping it won't even take 20 minutes. So we're gonna see how this goes. The princesses, honestly, any meet and greets, kind of give or take a little bit on the time that they say, because these are personal interactions. Some are longer than others, some are shorter. There's literally not a single soul in line other than me and the party who walked in at the same time. So this will not be 20 minutes. Very exciting stuff. Yeah, that's a huge win for me personally.
How are you?
I'm swell. How are you doing?
I'm good. Listen, I was just talking to Rapunzel. She's talking about all these breakfast foods, and I was like, wait a minute. But Tiana's right there.
I am right
And
here.
we gotta talk about what we're gonna eat. What are we eating?
Oh, well, dessert is the most important meal of the day.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
I definitely would suggest beignets.
Okay, all
But
right.
you gotta balance it out.
Yeah, I'm a savory guy. What you got for a savory guy?
Savory. Gumbo, of course.
Come on now.
Not too spicy, but spicy enough.
Okay, all right.
Something spicy and something sweet. They balance each other out.
Come on.
Maybe
I love
some
it.
crawfish, too.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Now I'm hungry. Now I gotta go
Oh,
eat.
that makes two.
I'm always a little like nervous about doing meet and greets because I'm not with my daughter. Like she's always like, you know, the reason we go see, you know, princesses and things like that. But we go see the princesses on the channel for these challenges, and just because, you know, you guys like to see them too. So I'm always a little nervous, but that was so fun. We just literally talked about food. Tiana made me real hungry. So let's go. Okay. The other thing I forgot to mention is I actually got rid of my Peter Pan lightning lane and my Winnie the Pooh lightning lane. They're too far ahead. I think because my goal is to be out of here by 2:30 or 3. I got Tomorrowland Speedway as well. My goal, I'm just gonna hit as many quick rides as I can. Some great characters. We are still hitting some great e-ticket attractions like Space Mountain. Hello. And we're gonna hit even more over there, so it's not like we're only doing the easy things today. Right now, it's time to head over to Space Mountain, then immediately Tomorrowland Speedway, and let's see what other lightning lanes we can get. I don't think it's time to start booking for the next park, EPCOT, because the times are still a little low. We'll give it a check. We'll give it a check after we scan into Space Mountain.
Hello.
Hope you've been enjoying your time in the kingdom so far.
Absolutely. I need to get some beignets still today,
Please,
but
I did
good
bring
so
plates
far.
to the Kingdom of Nevada this morning.
Very
I make
nice.
them just how I make them back at home there. And we figured they'd be doing lots to celebrate today too.
Absolutely.
So actually help yourselves. We always tell Lucy you can have the rest with the end of the evening.
Oh, perfect. Can we take some pictures?
Hello.
Hello. You too. I do. I have a satchel with lots of things. No hidden tiaras, no missing princess crowns, but lots of good stuff.
Keep a frying pan in your satchel.
Oh, I've not thought about a frying pan. How, does a hefty water bottle work?
Space Mountain is an indoor coaster attraction where you literally get in your own rocket and you zoom through outer space. It's definitely more of an old-fashioned roller coaster, and when I say old-fashioned, I mean it's a little rickety. One of those retro steel roller coasters. It is also in complete darkness, so just be aware, but it is a lot of fun. One of my favorite attractions, I should say. Also, just the visual of this, right? Like right now, what we see in front of us is always interesting to me, and it makes me go, wow, I'm really glad I bought Lightning Lane Multipass. It's just this visual. It's going, oh, well, it's like when you're on the highway and you see the other side of the highway completely stop, and you're like, well, I'm glad I'm not going that way. Now, with certain attractions like Space Mountain, you may have to scan in twice before you're able to book your next Lightning Lane, and that's the case with this, so we can't even look at our phone. I mean, we can. If we get a text from, you know, our boo. That was weird. But we won't be able to look at our next Lightning Lane until we scan in for a second time right up here. So let's do that and see what's next.
That was amazing! In an hour and less than 10 minutes. Okay, now it's kind of funny. I don't know what I'm doing next because I didn't even have time to plan. I walked straight into some princesses and was chatting about frying pans and beignets. And so now, who knows where I'm going? I think I'm gonna check maybe in Storybook to see if there's any shorter lines, and if not, I'm gonna head towards like People Mover and then be there the 5 minutes early so I can tap in early to Space Mountain. I think that's gonna be my plan. So let's check some wait times, see what's going on. Sage just started asking about lunch, which means I can't believe it's almost that time. I feel like we just got started. But we'll start kind of figuring out what time we're gonna do that, because we do typically meet up for meals. There are times that we will opt out of dinner, like we'll have snacks on the run because we want to keep going, but we both already said like we're eager to see if we opt out of dinner tonight. We're definitely doing lunch, of course, but we're excited to see what happens. Okay, what am I doing? I'm checking wait times.
Make sure to tell the cast members that you are a single rider, because you'll get put in your own line somewhere else. They are looking for single riders, so make sure you tell the cast members. Here we go.
It says that Donald and Goofy's wait time is 30 minutes right now. That is a great example of wait times that often just go look and see, because typically it's not always that long. Sometimes it's longer. You can kind of gauge based on what the wait time or what the line looks like once you're physically there. So I'm gonna go glance. If it looks really long, I'm gonna take the train up to the front just so I don't waste any time. I think, maybe not, I might just go on to Tomorrowland. I'll decide. I don't know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. I gotta be a little more confident. I do know what I'm doing. I've done this a lot. So this is where you're going to find Minnie and Daisy, and also Donald and Goofy. It's two separate lines, the girls and the boys. It says the girls are 35. It says the gentlemen are 30. And this is a great way to gauge it. Just look at the lines. So the girls have a little bit of a longer line. That's typical. People love Minnie and Daisy. I know I do too. And the boys' line is a little bit long as well. It might be 20. I might set a timer for 10 minutes, see how far we move, and then we'll gauge it. We'll gauge it. Because if it moves fast, obviously it's worth staying, but if it's going to take up a bunch of time, might not be. Even though it's 2 on the board, might not be.
Love that ride. Also, that means 10 things. I did 10 things so far, but doing 10 things before noon is great. It's almost 11:40, which means it's definitely time for my Tomorrowland Speedway Lightning Lane. But after scanning them twice on Space Mountain, I was able to book another Lightning Lane. And I'm a little torn. I mean, I booked Barnstormer because right now it's a 30-minute wait, and that ride is not worth 30 minutes. And I booked it for 12:45. The reason I booked it a little further out than I actually could have was because we have to have lunch. Part of Rides Race challenges, we have to have lunch. We have to meet up physically for lunch and potentially for dinner, depending on the heat and all those kind of things. So that way we're taking care of ourselves, we're eating, making sure we're cooling up, because these challenges can definitely get intense. And I think we're doing that around 12:30, which means we sit down for an hour. I'll still be able to hit my Lightning Lane for Barnstormer around the 1:45. Tomorrowland Speedway is basically a go-kart style attraction, except you don't have free reign of the track like you normally would for a go-kart. It is on a rail, which means all you have control over is how often you hit that rail and how slow or fast you go.
Hi, Goofy. How are you today? Doing good? Nice. I see you have lots of trophies today. I'm doing good too. Just wanted to stop by and see the winner of them all, the best of the best. You, of course, obviously. Oh, that's nice. Super shiny. Got another one over here. I love it. No? Oh, ignore that. Oh, I didn't even notice it, Goof. Yeah, you look great. Hi, Donald. How are you? Good. I'm doing great too. Any day I get to see you is a great day, of course. Can we take some pictures together? Okay, great times, great times. It only took me about 20 minutes, so that's not bad. Because really, if you girl math it, that's only 10 minutes for each character. That put me at 10 things. I'm gonna head, I could have tapped in right now for space, so I kind of hate that it took a little bit longer than I wanted, but it's okay. I did end up changing to Mad Tea, which is right now. So I think I'm gonna go do Mad Tea because I'm physically close to it, and then get another lightning lane after that. Head straight to Space, which Buzz Lightyear's lightning lanes are pretty far out, so I don't think I'm gonna get to do that today, which stinks because I love that, but it's totally fine. We've already done some super popular rides, and we're just gonna keep doing that. And also the smaller rides with the lower wait times.
All right, question for the chat, for the comments. When you're driving, either to Disney World, from Disney World, or whatever, just driving in general, you listen to music? You a podcast kind of person? Or are you like, hey, I need to be with my thoughts? You don't listen to anything at all? Let me know. Me personally, you know what's wild? As a musician, I don't listen to a lot of music unless I'm learning music. I'm a podcast guy in the car. Yeah, like I don't really just turn on the radio and go, love this song. But Emma, who I think is a fabulous musician, but she says she's not a musician. She listens to music to and from. So, I don't know. Let me know. What are your thoughts? What do you do?
I am weirdly glad that I grabbed a Mad Tea because it's looking strangely long. Typically the line ends about there, but they've extended the queue out pretty far. It's still saying only 10 minutes, but as people who are here pretty much every day, we can kind of gauge based on what lines look like, and it just looks longer than 10 to me. So I'm glad I'm using this. All right, I'm gonna hop in this lovely, oh, the pink one, I want the pink one. I did go ahead and make another lightning lane for Small World, but it's not until like 12:30, so. All right, we're spinning, kind of in a way. We're spinning one-handed, which is not helpful. There we go. I love this ride, and it's much harder to do one-handed. Okay, it's not working. I'll see y'all on the other side. Oh, bye.
I did quickly go check to see how long the People Mover wait is. That's probably around a 20-25 minute wait. We only like have 30 minutes until lunch. So I'm gonna see if we can do just a couple easy things. Or we go back to Pete Silly's Sideshow. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud as I do this. Or we go back to Pete Silly's Sideshow because that's only a 30-minute wait. So I think I'm gonna aim for more characters before lunch. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see how long Minnie and Daisy, how long that line is. And if that's too long, then I'll try the carousel. But grabbing two is obviously much better than grabbing one.
So much fun, just met the sweetest family on the teacups. It's just a good time. Sometimes, I know I can speak for probably the whole cast when I say this, like, the fact that you guys watch our videos is just so crazy and so cool. And we are just so appreciative. And I feel like we don't say that on camera enough. I know I say it when we meet you guys, when we get to talk in person, but just to say it to everyone, even if we haven't met, we're so appreciative. We really, really are. And we couldn't do it without you guys. So it was just very nice. And I want to thank you all for all that. So, because you're here watching this, and that's crazy. Despite my best efforts, my refreshing game is not up to Sage's currently, apparently. But it's fine, because we're gonna go on one of my favorite rides in all of Magic Kingdom, Space Mountain. We're gonna tap in, make another lightning lane, and we've got 30 minutes until our designated lunchtime. So I'm gonna try to do People Mover before then, and lunch.
I would say this is right at maybe like a 30-minute wait. So I'm gonna risk it, and I'm pretty sure, basically, like I'm mathing it out, right? Basically, I'm getting a point every 15 minutes, right? For if this is 30 minutes, a point for Daisy, a point for Minnie. That's basically like I'm doing 2 rides in 30 minutes. It's like a ride every 15 minutes, which I don't think I could do with the carousel and with Philhar Magic because of the wait time that might take. Like in case I'm waiting in the lobby and a show has already started or something like that. So I think I'm gonna risk this. Here we go. Wish me luck.
Okay, exiting. I'm touching base with Sage so we can go ahead and mobile order because it is that kind of hot time for lunch. It's middle of the day, and typically that means that a lot of people are having lunch, but we also have kind of plans and we want to park hop. So it is the appropriate time for us to go ahead and order our mobile order because the times are a little bit out, So definitely something to consider if you are here on a busier day, especially. Consider mobile ordering ahead of time so that way you can skip the wait times. People Mover's looking a little long. The line is looking a little bit long, but I'm gonna get in and see if it'll move. This technically is a non-stop moving ride, so I've seen the line move quickly, I've seen it move slow, just kind of depending on how well it's operating that day. And the reason I'm really not wanting to rush anywhere else is because lunch is in now 15 minutes and we're going to Cosmo. So it doesn't really make sense to go too far away. And if I don't make it in time, I don't make it in time, but it's not like I can do anything else right now. We made it! Woohoo!
Hello! How are you? It's good to see you, friend. Just gorgeous as ever. Absolutely. Yes. well, thank you. I mean, it's a little muggy outside, but I'll take it. You're very kind. Yes, it's very hot. Yeah, exactly. So I got to ask you a question. So I was talking to your mans over there, and Goofy is spreading some lies about him. I know. He was saying that Goofy said that Donald is the reason that Goofy crashed his motorbike into the little circle. That's not true?
I've heard some mixed ones from everyone, actually.
But I figured as fortune teller amazingness, maybe you could reveal the truth to us.
What have you?
Because she is queen. That's right. Come on now, come on. All right, let's see. She's working. Let her cook. She's working her magic. What is it? It was, okay, so he was riding the bike. There was a banana peel on the It's those darn banana peels. I knew it. It was not Donald. Thank you for clearing that up. Hello. It's good to see you. How are you? I'm good, thanks for asking. So I do have some questions. Okay, well, I promise I'll make this quick. But throughout this tent, there's been quite the story. Okay, apparently Goofy says that Donald distracted him, which made him bang his bike into the thing. But then I asked Daisy, and she said that's not true. That apparently there was a banana peel that made him do that, and she thinks you might be able to answer where that banana peel came from. Oh, it was Genevieve? It was Genevieve that ate the banana. Okay, good. And now we can wrap up the story. That was great. It was the beginning, middle, and end there. You're forgiven, Genevieve. She was hungry, I understand.
I was technically 8 minutes late. You were technically 17 minutes late. Honestly, we've done worse. I'm having the kids' grilled chicken sandwich with tomato and lettuce.
I'm having chicken fingers with honey mustard and an array of sauces.
And now it's time to eat in silence. Shh, everyone, please.
Lunch.
Bye. I have to go.
I do too. Well, I guess that's it. I guess that's over.
Actually, weirdly great. Where are you going?
This way.
Like, okay, what land? You have 10 yes or no questions, and if you hit the 10th without me guessing where you're going, there's a punishment.
No!
Yeah. Alrighty, we're headed to Small World because it ends fairly soon, within the next 10 minutes or so, which there is a grace period. So if you realize you're about to miss that window, you've got 15 minutes for sure. Now we have discovered that it actually will turn green up to 3 hours later, but I would not push it that far just in case that policy changes. I would hate for you to miss your lightning lane. So I try to stick with that 15-minute grace period just so that way I can make another lightning lane, have a good time, and not risk losing it. And again, it's worked so far, but we'll see if it changes in the near future. So I'm gonna go towards Small World, and then we're gonna Little Mermaid, and then we're gonna fly with Peter Pan, and then we're gonna leave because it's gotten a little bit crazy. The wait times are a little bit higher than I'd like to see them.
For my post-lunch Magic Kingdom situation, I'm gonna have to do some crisscrossing. I'm going to hit up Barnstormer here in Storybook Circus. I then need to go to Adventureland for Magic Carpets of Aladdin. And I think while I'm there, I'm going to do Swiss Family Robinson and then back to Tomorrowland one final time for Buzz Lightyear before we leave. Because I believe we both have made the pact to leave at 2:15, 2:30-ish. It is currently 1:20. And I'm pretty sure I can do all those things before that time. So I've got around an hour to do those 4 things. If I can find anything else to do, great. But I think that's going to be what I'm sticking with. Then we'll move on to EPCOT, which means every time I scan in, I'm now going to be booking a lightning lane for EPCOT now. I'm officially moving out of the booking lightning lanes for Magic Kingdom. We're now focusing on our park hop situation. Ooh, it looks like a 30-minute wait. Glad I have... Is that 30? Oh, this is 30, yeah.
All right, this is it. This is A Small World, a very famous Disney ride. And it's saying it's a 45-minute wait. Thank goodness we are not participating in that. We're gonna head over here to the lightning lane area and tap in.
The Barnstormer messes with my back more than Space Mountain does. It's just the hard backs that are supposed to look like, you know, cushions, but they're not. They're just plastic. It doesn't matter. Hey, just know that if you're an adult and you're a tall adult like me, it might hurt just a tad on the Barnstormer. Anyway, I booked Spaceship Earth for around 4:30, and I was able to modify it down to 2:10, which means as soon as 2:15 hits, we're gonna head over there and I will still be able to make my 2:10 lightning lane. Now, I can't be certain for Emma, but I know for myself that I did not opt in for any virtual queues today. For both Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Cosmic Rewind, the only way to do that is to sign in for a virtual queue. You can do that twice, once at 7 a.m. and then again once at 1 p.m. But you have to be in park for that 1 p.m. sign up. I did not opt for any of those because a virtual queue, well, it sounds like, oh, it's virtual and maybe does that mean I can skip the line? No, it's still just a queue. You're just signing up for it. So sometimes that queue can be up to an hour long, and we do not have that kind of time to kill during these ride races.
Or even after lunch, because all that did was make me really sleepy. It's very nice, but kind of killed the fast momentum we had started building up. Luckily though, our next lightning lane is right across the street. It's Peter Pan's Flight. I really like this one. It's another one of those classics in my opinion, but it is not typically worth a long line because it's very short and not going to be everyone's favorite. I love it. I really do. Again, I would not encourage a long line, maybe 30 or less, which is not typical. This typically has a very long line. So I love being able to grab a lightning lane for it so that way I can enjoy it without feeling like I'm wasting lots of my day.
There it is, the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. The Magic Carpets of Aladdin is a Dumbo-style attraction where you get to ride your very own magic carpet and you soar through the sky with Aladdin, Jasmine, Genie. You hear their voices. I always try and recommend this to people because I think it's just like a fun thing that happens from time to time. If you get here early enough and Aladdin and Jasmine are about to do their first meet and greet of the day, sometimes they will come over here and ride Magic Carpets of Aladdin with a special family. I'm gonna do Swiss Family Robinson real quick because technically anything that Disney counts as an attraction counts during this rides race, so Swiss Family Robinson does count. Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse is a walkthrough attraction inspired by the Swiss Family Robinson story. Basically, the family gets shipwrecked and is forced to build this like really extraordinary treehouse in order to survive. Old classic Disney movie.
Okay, enjoyed the magic that is Peter Pan. Now I really wanted to be able to do the carousel, and the line is very short, but it is almost park hopping time. So I have one more ride left to do. Lightning lane here, and then I can get my next lightning lane over in Epcot, and then I'll have 3 for Epcot. So I'm excited about that prospect. I personally struggle with park hopping because I feel like I'll kind of get into a mode that's go, 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 and then the moment I have to leave the park and kind of slow down, it hurts my momentum. So I'm not as excited to hop, but I do think it's the right choice to go ahead and hop. So we're gonna see. Typically, we leave here actually earlier sometimes when we do park hopping videos, but I feel like I've pushed it a little bit later than normal, so it'll be okay. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be great. Little Mermaid, it says it's only 20, so hopefully that means the lightning lane will be moving quick. One of my personal adorations here. I just really like it. You get to go through the story of the Little Mermaid. However, they cut out some of my favorite scenes, which stinks. But I at least get to hear Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Wow, so pretty.
Okay, yeah, the wait time was 0 seconds. We made it.
Done and done. Now the final trek over to Tomorrowland before we make the bigger trek over to Epcot. Buzz Lightyear. Here we go. We did it! I'm a galactic hero and you've been defeated!
Okay, Ariel was so great. I love singing it. It just makes me happy. I'm gonna take the train to the front and we're done in Magic Kingdom. Which kind of makes me sad. I love Epcot, but I've been in the Magic Kingdom mood lately.
I am technically done. I now just have to go to the front of the park, but I'm thinking that I should backtrack just a little bit to Storybook Circus. And I'm gonna ride the train to the front of the park because one stop on the train does technically count as getting on an attraction.
I think we both have hit a wall.
Junior's back.
Casey Junior's back. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Okay, we're officially out of the park. We are getting on the monorail. Stop running. That's inappropriate and against the rules. This is how he walks, y'all. He's running.
With my back bent over.
That's how I look constantly.
You don't.
No, sometimes I see videos or photos of myself and I go, oh my god, sit up! What are you doing?
What is your posture?
It's just my posture, bad posture. We are leaving though. Unfortunately, the monorail doesn't count for a ride for us, which it should.
We are headed to Epcot. We could, if... Okay, listen,
we've had a long debate.
Yeah. We could technically take the monorail. There's a connection monorail at the TTC. We could take the monorail to Epcot, but the issue is we both live here in Florida, in Orlando, and we really want our cars to be with us. Yeah, it's not great to have to trek back at the end of the night. So we're gonna go to the cars at the TTC and move our cars all together. Yeah, and you can do that too if you pay for parking. Just keep your receipt and you don't have to pay twice. Very nice. Well, see, and we'll see you at Epcot. Transition. Wow. Wow. That was worked. A really good transition. Woo. You put in a lot of work into that. Monorail shot. Wow. We're in Epcot now. So that is one thing that I will say, comparing taking the monorail from Magic Kingdom to Epcot to parking your car, is that it can take a little longer. It is almost 3:30, and I unfortunately do have a lightning lane that I have to hit before I can do the other things that I'd like to do. But before we do all the other things, I will have to go hop in line for Soarin' because that's...
You're lying. It's my first lightning lane today.
Get out!
No. I do think the rest of ours are different because I had to like select book for a different guest.
Oh, okay.
That was the first one I made for you was Soarin'.
Well, the thing that was interesting is EPCOT specifically, there weren't a lot of options. You know, Frozen Ever After was gone, Remy was gone, Test Track is currently down for refurbishment. Everything else doesn't really feel like it needs a lightning lane. So what we're using them on are easier attractions to get on. Now we are running a little bit late. Both of our lightning lanes end at 3:30, but because there's a grace period before and afterward, we will be able to scan in without any problem. In fact, Emma and Breedlove just did this 15 secrets video where Breedlove explains away this is really interesting loophole within the lightning lane multipass experience where you can basically hold up to 9 lightning lanes at a time by missing your lightning lane altogether. I don't know, it's very confusing but really interesting. So you can go check out that video. But until then, it's head to Living with the Land. Not the actual Living with the Land, just next door to it. It's the land. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm getting the directions mixed up.
What's your name?
Who are you? Bethany? Katie? Caitlin Marie? Oh, it's Katie Ann.
Thank goodness it was my cousin's name, or I would not have gotten that right. If I'm on the ride before you, it counts for me only.
It counts for me double.
Agnes told me.
Agnes isn't here. She can't save you now. Soarin' is a motion simulator hang gliding attraction where you fly over these beautiful scenescapes. And from India, the Grand Canyon, Niagara Falls, Taj Mahal. It's absolutely gorgeous. You got the sights and the smells. And it's in the inside, an AC, and you're sitting down, and it's lovely. Can you tell we've hit our midday, like, crash? That's where we both are. I can't even. I like that ride.
Oh, Soarin'. We didn't talk about that. I love that ride. Today I've got glass.
Yeah, we are. I actually think the way that our lightning lane worked out, we are just gonna stay in here and we're gonna finish the land, and then we'll start, and then we'll move on.
A quick dinner at Garden Grill.
A quick dinner at Garden Grill. I think next up, doing this will probably give us just like right enough time until our Living with the Land lightning lane. 0 minutes. Oh, Awesome Planet. Awesome Planet. We're gonna make it. Come on, Awesome Planet. Awesome. Oh my gosh, we're gonna make it. This is perfect. Hello. Woo!
I still think it's very sweet, and I genuinely really like it. I would not encourage anyone to spend your party there.
Oh, no, of course not. But it is a great way to get out of the heat for a little bit, especially like what's happening right now with us, where we've got some time to kill both between Soarin' and Living with the Land. It's not bad, and the imagery is beautiful. I looked at the wait times for a couple things. The Seas with Nemo and Friends, 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
3 Caballeros, 25 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, there's something happening right now.
Once again.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada.
Gotta race.
Then we move on.
Like dragging our feet.
Time to race.
It's time to race. But it was a nice midday crash.
It was.
I'm glad.
Much needed.
Yes, and misery loves company.
Very true. But it actually is time to race.
Yes,
So-
and we are revitalized to the best of our ability on this hot Florida day. And I'm going left.
I'm going right.
All right. Hey, it's been fun. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, that's just your head.
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye. That was definitely a much needed indoor AC seated kind of break. You will find that especially here in Disney World, where you will have a midday burnout. And typically we say, hey, this is a time for you to take a couple hours, go back to resort, or maybe find a place for a nice lunch that's not in the parks. Get away from the crowds for a minute. But because this is a rides race, we had to continue to race rides. So we found ways to do that together, because friendship, and also indoors, which definitely helped get our energy back. Feeling good. I am headed to the seas with Nemo and friends. I made a lot of, over the past hour and a half or so, I made a lot of adjustments for my future gameplay. Currently only a 15-minute wait. Earlier it was 30 minutes, that's fine. Let's talk about the giant mistake I made. The big mistake I made was getting a little too kind of silly and wacky, and I totally forgot about the goal for here at EPCOT is to do the live entertainment. That's why I moved all the things that I needed to move. I moved things a little later on the day so that way I could hit up a couple characters. Because of my midday burnout, I completely crashed. I forgot all about the entertainment. I ended up hanging out indoors the entire time, and now all the characters, except for 5, are gone. Anna and Elsa are still available to see for a couple hours, I think for the next 2 hours until 6:30. But right now they have a 60-minute wait, and Mickey and Friends is about a 25-minute wait. But I think I'm gonna wait for them until the very end of the night, because they are here until 9 o'clock. They open at 9 and they're done at 9 at park close, which is great.
Okay, so I have a Figment Lightning Lane for right now. We're physically here by it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. But after that, I need to do some characters. Most of the characters here at EPCOT go up pretty early. Most of them are actually already gone for the day, and we're by the time we got here. However, Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy, or Mickey and Friends, typically it's those 3, are together until 9 tonight. And I hope their wait time was like 25 minutes. I hope that will drop a little bit. Now, Anna and Elsa are only open for about, it's like right under 2 hours. They close at 6:30. That would be a huge win. However, their wait time is an hour right now. It's not worth an hour. But if I can get it to like 30 minutes, I definitely need to work on Anna and Elsa. Okay, but while we wait on that time to drop, hopefully, we're gonna head into Journey into Imagination with Figment. So this is an EPCOT staple for good and bad reasons. It's gone through a lot of changes over the last few years. And this is the 3rd version of this ride. It's a really interesting ride. You are going through the sound lab, the touch lab, taste lab, sight lab, all the fun stuff. And then Figment, of your imagination, of course, comes in and he kind of, I'll just say, hijacks the tour. It gets a little crazy. It's very sweet, but yeah, it is definitely controversial. Some people like the old version, some people like this version, some people hate that it changed at all. So I think it's sweet. I like the character of Figment, but don't love the ride itself.
All right, lots of fun, very easy attraction, and now we're gonna do Turtle Talk with Crush. I thought about making a lightning lane for this, but the next one is at 7, and I just don't think I need to do that. So it does look like a show just went in though, which means it will likely be maybe about a 10-15 minute wait.
Okay, it's a great little filler ride. I don't think it should be high on your priority list, but I also think it's typically a ride with a low wait time that's an EPCOT staple that maybe you should check out if you haven't. My family skipped it all growing up, and I don't feel like I missed out on anything, so that's why I say that. Now, it looks like Mickey and Friends dropped to 15 minutes. That would be a huge win, I feel like. I'm assuming Sage will also do it, but it'll just kind of help me out a little bit. I need the pick-me-ups on our list. So we're gonna run over that direction, see what we can find. And then Anna and Elsa are still an hour, which is not great. This is Mickey and Friends. Yeah, it still says 15 minutes. It is right here in the center of the park in World Celebration. I think this is a very sweet meet and greet. This is where you're going to find Mickey, and oftentimes you're going to find Minnie and Goofy with him, but it's subject to change.
I bailed. Why did I bail? Well, because I saw that Mickey and Friends was only a 15-minute wait. That's basically three characters, 3 points, all within that 15-minute wait. Mickey and Friends is an all-new meet and greet here in World Celebration at Epcot. It takes place right next to Communicore Hall, and basically you are meeting and greeting 3 different characters. Now they do rotate, but most often you're going to get Goofy, Minnie, maybe Mickey. I've had a couple people tell me that they've met Daisy here, so it does rotate, but you never know who you're going to get.
This guy scared me by sending me pictures of myself, and I didn't like it.
Was it Turtle Talk with Crush? And I got out of line because I was like, it's a 15-minute wait. Came straight here.
Well, I think you might be like crushing me in this game. I looked through your photos, like I was looking through PhotoPass, and I saw how many characters you've been meeting. I was like, oh no.
No. I think I was like one ahead of you right now.
No, I think there's a world I'm being crushed.
No, you're not being crushed.
Turtle Talk with Crush?
Bye.
Bye, I guess.
Bye.
I mean, I'll see you in there probably.
My number
Big
one
Muppets
is
fan.
Kermit or Miss Piggy. It's hard to choose.
I'm a Pepe guy myself. Pepe the King Prawn. Thank you. Yes. Hi. Good to see you. How are you?
Doing good.
Good.
Doing great, always.
We were just talking with Mickey about our favorite Muppets. Do you have a favorite Muppet? You got, is it
We like Kermit, Piggy, Fozzie.
Fozzie?
They're both funny guys.
Yep,
So that makes a lot of sense.
I get it. That makes a lot of sense. Stunning, absolutely
She is
stunning.
She's Minnie Mouse.
We've been keeping kind of a common trend. We've been asking everybody who their favorite Muppet is. Do you have a favorite Muppet? Miss Piggy.
Two trend-setting souls.
The trendsetters. I love it. Well, do you mind if we take a picture? All right, and now we part ways.
Yeah, it hit me right now. I guess I shouldn't have let you with me, but like we were in the same room, it wasn't gonna make a difference. Couldn't have ridden a ride. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
That's fine. They were.
The karma really scared me this morning. I really like that meet and greet. It's very sweet. I really think it's nice that you get to meet 3 characters, and typically the wait time is not really high here, especially compared to Mickey on his own was sitting at about 40 minutes for most of the morning at Magic Kingdom, and it is very special to meet Mickey at Magic Kingdom, but you also could meet Mickey, Goofy, and Minnie for a very short wait time comparatively. It looks like the sisters dropped to 30 minutes. Even if that's a silly wait time, I'm gonna go over and do it. I feel like I just need to really find a way to like up my numbers. I'll come back towards the front. I have lightning lanes for things, but I keep pushing them back. So we'll see, I don't know. It's been a fun day though.
All right, it was very nice for Emma to let me join her in line and the families in front of me because they knew we were just gonna take one picture, so it's not like they were taking multiple pictures for us. So I am actually, because it's only 5:25, I'm actually gonna head back to Turtle Talk with Crush, and then I'm gonna attempt to head to Anna and Elsa. It has dropped to a 45-minute wait. I don't think it is, I don't know if that's worth it. Now Quincy has this theory that as long as you can't see them outside, that it's normally, like in the queue you can't see the guests outside in the outside queue. It's normally a quick line, but I barely do that queue just because it's typically so long. So we're gonna give it a couple, maybe 30 more minutes for it to get shorter before we head that way. And I'm hoping Turtle Talk with Crush, I'm hoping that they're about to let in for another show. So that way I don't have to use my lightning lane for tonight at 7 o'clock because I don't think I need it. Okay, there's more people here. They've been sitting for a while.
Okay, I made it back into Norway in the World Showcase. It still says 30 on the app. This is another good example of You can gauge this line pretty much. So let's see, it says 30. No one's outside, so that's a good sign. And this is where you're gonna meet Anna and Elsa. I really love meeting the sisters. I think it's super nice that you're able to meet them together because a lot of kids love Anna and Elsa. So it's just kind of an easier for parents situation for sure. I also love this meet and greet because it's indoors. Oh, it might be our lucky day, friends. Oh my gosh. This is not 30 minutes. Oh, this is incredible.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Fine. Great, actually.
Very nice. So I'm trying to decide what I should have for dinner, so I'm asking everyone, what do you think today?
Well, soup, roast, ice cream.
Of course.
Sandwiches.
Of course, of course.
Top it off with some chocolate, and you couldn't do much better than that.
Very nice. I'll have to do with I think chocolate is calling my name. I think that sounds like a great
Chocolate's
idea.
good with anything.
Hello.
See
You too. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
Very nice.
Have you been enjoying your adventure so far?
Yes, many adventures today. I've been to 2 separate kingdoms, so we've been keeping busy.
Oh, definitely. You'll have to come into Arendelle sometime, maybe for the next chocolate festival.
Oh, absolutely. I actually talked to Anna about dinner tonight, and we decided chocolate for dinner, so that sounds perfect. Of course.
I love that show. I think that show is super cute, and I don't know if you guys have been to the new DreamWorks land over at Universal Studios yet, but they have a Poe from Kung Fu Panda that's similar to that. It's like technology is screaming and kicking. Everybody's using it. It's a hot ticket. Okay, we are now going to attempt Anna and Elsa. Great
use of our time. Yeah, that took 11 minutes. In and out took 11 minutes. Now, why did I decide to ask Anna about dinner? I don't know. But you know what? It started a conversation, and then I was able to use it later. So it was fine. A lot of times characters are, especially the princesses in particular, are really, really great about knowing what to say if you don't quite know what to say. But sometimes having one weird little question like that is something that can kick off a conversation. So if you're not super sure what to say, or you're a little bit nervous about what to say, just have one weird little question, and then I think it'll be great. I'm very pleased with the results. I'm making sure all Donald's up and things. Yeah, so very excited about both sisters. While we're here, I think I'm gonna head in and do Grand Fiesta Tour. I keep pushing back my lightning lanes for the front of the park, just so we don't have to zigzag so much, but their wait times are also really, really low right now, and I'm assuming they'll stay that way for most of the night. This is a slow-moving boat ride featuring the 3 caballeros, Donald, Jose, and Panchito. It is one of my must-dos in Epcot, actually, because it's just fun, it's simple. Get a margarita, enjoy it, and then get on the ride. And it's a great time. Now, we're gonna keep on walking down. Yes, okay. And then we're gonna hop on the boat, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And this is not a long way. Oh, hey! I discovered that you guys were looking at the ceiling. That is something we are like really trying out here. It's been a really intentional, creative decision. So if you ever see us filming the ceiling, just know it's totally on purpose and not at all an accident.
Okay, it's definitely 45 minutes, and I can see people outside, which means I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I only have like 40 minutes before it closes, so I'm gonna head into Mexico. I'm gonna do 3 Caballeros, which is currently about a 10-minute wait, which is hopefully a walk-on. I'm so bummed we can't get a beverage from La Cava del Tequila and then go ride 3 Caballeros. It's one of my favorite pastimes, but you already know that. There's no music. Okay.
Okay, Grand Fiesta, check. We did not wait long. It was not a full 15 minutes like I said, so that was perfect. Now, I don't know where I'm going. I need to look at the wait times. I need to see what's happening. I keep pushing back my lightning lanes so that way I know, you know, kind of that I've got some time to go up there. There's a handful of things I need to do at the front of the park, like the Seas, Turtle Taco Crush if I have time. Let's Journey of Moana, Spaceship Earth, and then Mission Space also. There's a handful of shows here in the back. We are gonna have a really fast dinner because I texted Sage I'm already hungry. I don't know why, but I need to figure out where I'm going next. I think I've made the choice to go towards the front. I don't know if that's correct, but the choices I'm making. I'm hoping Mission Space green is much lower than orange. That's typically how that works. And then if I can end the night on a ride, that'd be amazing, but we're just gonna play it by ear. Because Epcot does get a little bit wonky at night, especially if you've been here all day and you've done all the rides. My favorite thing in the world to do is ride as many rides as I can in the morning, like just finish almost everything if I can help it, and then for the rest of the day, just drink and eat. And just like do it relaxed and not feel pressure to go, so I can get all the rides done. So that's my favorite thing to do in Epcot. It's not a necessity, but I like it. So sometimes when it comes to night at Epcot, because the things are so spread out here, like the rides and the shows, it's a little bit harder for me to choose, especially based on strategy. And with such low wait times, it just makes my brain not work as good.
Attention passengers, we're currently experiencing some technical difficulties. Please remain seated with your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside until a cast member arrives to assist you.
Incredible news. Green mission is 5 minutes. Works out very nicely for me. There are 2 missions on Mission Space. Orange is more intense, green is more family friendly, or just nausea friendly. I always go green, personally. If you do suffer with motion sickness, maybe consider green, or honestly, consider skipping this one at all. It's very fun, but not a must.
Still here.
Okay, we did it. I engineered. I was gonna say navigator. I didn't navigate. This ride is very, very fun to me as someone who is here all the time. If you have a really finite amount of time here in Epcot, I think it is an easy skip unless it is that 5-minute wait, or you have a lightning lane for it. Hey y'all. Did I have a lightning lane for that? No, I didn't. Okay. I was about to have a panic and think that I had a lightning lane and I didn't use it. I did not. That was not the case.
Well, that was wild and unexpected and not great for our race here. What should have been a 10-minute experience turned into a 30-minute experience, which means even if I wanted to get in line for Anna and Elsa, I was literally stuck on that ride for so long, approximately 20-25 minutes. I've now completely missed it. I've missed it. All right, I think what we're gonna do, just because we need to continue to rack up points, I don't think we need to head back over to Journey into Imagination with Figment or Spaceship Earth for a little while. Let's avoid as much zigzagging as possible. All the characters are gone for the day. And we have our attractions ready to go. So I think it is time to just go see a movie about China. I just walked by it. I have 4 minutes left. It says 60 minutes, but I don't see anybody outside. So I'm going to attempt it. I'm just going to go inside to see what it looks like. I don't see anyone outside. And I'm going to attempt Quincy's theory here. No. Doesn't make me feel awesome.
Okay, I'm up here, so we're just gonna go ahead and do the Seas of Nemo and Friends, and then we'll do Journey of Water, and I guess Spaceship Earth, and then maybe head back to the World Showcase. Not my finest ideas, but the only reason we went back to the World Showcase is because Anna and Elsa were closing, and I think there's a world that we got to meet her, and both of them, her. I'm counting Anna and Elsa as one girl. I think there is a world that I got to meet them and Sage didn't, which would be a huge, very nice big win. But again, his leg's very long. Mine, medium. So who knows what he did during the 5 minutes it took me to meet the sisters. This is a great ride. Sage has probably already done it and told you what it is, but on the off chance that he hasn't, slow moving dark ride. It is not through the story of Nemo. It is actually after the events of Nemo, and he's kind of lost again, but this time he's not serious. He's just playing. He's just joking. Right, enjoyed our time with Nemo. It's very fun. I'm here in the seas now, which is where the ride gets off, and I have to acknowledge the major changes that have happened in my life recently, which is that Lou the manatee has been moved. He used to live here with Lil Joe, they're right here in the back, and recently Lou has moved to another facility. It did break my heart. So many of you guys sent me messages. I was so sad, but I will say he's good. He's still in Florida, so if I need to go see him, I can go see him. And we're getting a new manatee that will live with Lil Joe, but I am very sad with that change. They also removed the dolphins from the sea, so lots of changes happened over here, but it's still fun. There's still a lot of sea creatures. Highly recommend coming in here. But yeah, I was pretty sad about that, and I wanted to say thank you for everyone who reached out to me personally. It actually did make me feel very seen and loved. All right, next up is Journey of Water. This is a walkthrough attraction, so luckily no wait times here, but it's fairly new to Epcot. It's been almost a year, goodness gracious, where's time gone, since Moana made her debut over here. I absolutely love this attraction. It talks about the life cycle of water and kind of what that does, how that impacts us, and it's really neat. It's super interactive. Like this is one of my favorite things. Touch the strings of water to play music. Like that's just so fun. I absolutely love it. The entire thing is gorgeous. I think it is a great place for kids to play in the summer to kind of cool off. If you want to cool off, there are gorgeous photo opportunities throughout here. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Moana. So happy to walk through, but because we are doing a race, I'm actually not going to stop at every single stop. We're just going to keep on trucking, but I highly recommend coming in. And at the very least, walking through. I think it's even prettier at night, but you can enjoy the water during the day. You know, there's benefits to both. Do it twice, heck, do it twice. All right, we made it up here to the front. Spaceship Earth here in the golf ball, the icon, the Epcot ball, prettiest girl in school. One of my personal favorite rides. I think I've told this story several times, but I love this ride so much that in the 5th grade for my 4-H speech, I wrote it about this ride and the advancement of technology. And I think that that says a lot about me as a person and how I have always known who I am.
Okay, it took me exactly 30 minutes. So again, that's like 15 minute per point. So 50 minutes for Anna, 50 minutes for Elsa. I'll take it. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, actually. How are you?
I'm great. It's good to see you. I'm actually playing a game with my friend and
It's family game night.
Kind of.
And I'm so glad that you're here. Elsa and I are always looking for new ideas for our family game nights too. So tell me about the game that you're playing.
Okay, well the game is whoever does the most today is the winner, and Sing You is part of that. So I'm glad I got to see Your Majesty.
I'm so glad you made it.
Yes. How are you?
Having the necessary.
Oh, good. Well, I just told your sister I'm playing a game with some friends here today. And basically, whoever does the most is the winner. And so, fingers crossed, you're helping me win right now. It never fails. I'm always like so stinking nervous meeting Anna and Elsa. Never fails. Never fails. Okay. Because I'm here, I'm on this side. I don't think I will get a chance to go over to France or Canada. I have 2 hours left. That's not a lot of time. I definitely, with a Grand Fiesta Tour, just like making me sit in that boat for 30 minutes and then that line being 30 minutes, again, that line was worth it because I got to do two things over the course of 15 minutes, basically. Wait, you get that math, right? So basically, because I got 2 points, each one was like around 15 minutes. That's the math I'm working out, doesn't matter. But that Grand Fiesta Tour really slowed me down. So, but I think while I'm on this side of the World Showcase, I'm gonna hop into Reflections of China, which is about a 10-minute show. All about China. It is in circle vision 360. That just means that there's a bunch of screens that go all the way around you. It is a little dated, but it's cute.
Okay, great times. Now I have a lightning lane for Turtle Talk with Crush, which still might have to wait like 15-ish minutes. Not too bad. Sage has shared his woes with me, so we are not gonna do dinner. I'm gonna try to grab a snack at some point. I have a little something in my bag. Because that, you know what, I get it. If I were in his shoes, I also would not want to take a break for a quick dinner. So we're gonna go Turtle Talk with Crush, and then from then on, I really just have shows left. I know we have not done Frozen and Remy. Remy is 95 minutes. Frozen is still over an hour as well. So I don't anticipate getting close to those guys, but that's okay. They still count pretty equal, so we won't worry as much.
Okay. China. Reflections.
Hello, human dudes! Dude, I was gonna say, wake up.
I was thinking like, no way, there's it's not worth it. But I think Canada's, closer than like Mission Space to where I am right now. So I'm gonna go to Canada, see Canada far and wide, and then I think I'm gonna have to forgo France altogether and the American Adventure. I do not think I'm gonna have time to do. Canada Far and Wide is probably another infomercial similar to the China Reflections of China. But this one is all about Canada. It's narrated by Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, and it's actually not that funny. You're like, Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, I love them. They're hilarious, but it's not that funny. They're just Canadians. They're just telling you about Canada and how much they love it and what you can see there, what you can do there. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay, I made it in. That's amazing. Ooh, pretty. Every time I come in here, it always feels like a planet from Star Wars, or like it's a Twilight. It's something from Twilight, or vampires around me, and I'm sparkling.
Okay, Turtle Talk was so much fun. I really love it when there's like a really interactive crowd like we just had. It makes it truly funny. I don't get to do that one a lot, so I really enjoy it. And now I think my brain is at the shows. It's time to start doing some shows, dude. Used to totally rock. Honestly, I've completely lost track of time. We're down to our last hour. How did I not realize that? I don't know. But we are trying to zoom through here. I just realized it's been Impressions de France instead of the Beauty and the Beast sing-along back in France, which Impressions de France, I love. It is very long. So I think I'm gonna walk towards Mexico. And then if the line is short, grab a bite there, walk to China Reflections, and then maybe back. Well, I'm here at Canada, so I'm just gonna do Canada. And then I'll eat the snack in my bag. It's like Korean barbecue. Beef bites. You don't care.
Honestly, I do not know why the song Canada slaps so hard. I'm not from Canada, but I was like, yeah, Canada, my Canada, whatever it is. I love it. I was like, yes.
Okay, we're going. Canada Vision Far and Wide. 7 minutes till the next show. Shockingly, not many people in here. I say that sarcastically. Not against Canada, against the time. Typically people are not watching these shows this late in the evening. It's dinner time. It's time to get ready for fireworks, getting those last minute rides in. Where are my beef bites?
Two things. First off, look how beautiful that looks. Oh my gosh. With the light and the coloring and the reflection. Ooh, gorgeous. But you know what I'm not taking into account? How long it takes to get from A to B. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this work. Mission space might be the last thing I get to do, or maybe I just do Spaceship Earth and not mission space. I don't know.
Okay, incredible Canada. My Canada, oh my Canada. I literally sometimes will sing that song. The song at the end, I don't know why, kind of hits me funny. I guess if people hear any songs Americans sing, it probably hits them funny too if you're not from here. But it's just so powerful and raw, and I think about it constantly. So I'm looking at the times. We're getting closer towards the end of the night. I thought I was going to go over towards Reflections of China, but honestly I think by the time I physically get over there it will be the same as just going straight to the Pixar Short Film Festival. So I'm going to go hop in line for that, and it might be my last thing of the night, just depending. Me walking around like back and forth has killed a lot of time, which was not the smartest strategy, but I really thought I was getting him with the Anna and Elsa thing. I didn't. So, it's my own fault. Okay, there's no one in line for this, so I am gonna get the mascarpone raviolis because I really want them, and I'm gonna scarf them down on the way.
So I have interesting news. Mission space is currently down, which is not great. So I'm gonna, instead of going over to mission space first after Journey of Water, I'm gonna go to Spaceship Earth and then end with mission space. That is if it has reopened. Man, I'm just like getting hit with bad luck today. Woof. All right, let's go to Journey of Water.
Absolutely devastated they're sold out. I don't think today's meant to be my day, even with all of the challenges Sage has been plagued with. I don't think my little legs can keep up, especially without the pumpkin mascarpone ravioli. How am I meant to cope?
Can't believe I forgot. Anytime I go in here, I just quickly say hi to Hey, buddy. That's for my daughter. Hey is her favorite character in Moana, other than Moana. Which, hey, listen, I appreciate that she loves the underrated comedian.
Okay, maybe back towards the front. I do think this is the right choice. Pixar is a little bit longer than Reflections of China, not by much, just by a few minutes. But walking back and forth, I'll appreciate that later. Pixar Short Film Festival is a really cute collection of 3 Disney and Pixar shorts. Typically these play before big Disney movies, so the ones that they show right now are Feast, Hyper, and Save a Horse? It's about a horse, I can see it in my mind. Oh, it starts in 1 minute, so we're gonna hurry up and head inside. Get a Horse, it's called Get a Horse. It's also 3D, so put your glasses on.
Mission Spaces is still down, which I've got a gut feeling that it's likely going to be down for the remainder of the evening, which is not great for my gameplay. So, that being said, I think we are likely ending our night at the most iconic Epcot attraction, Spaceship Earth.
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future.
Oh no. What happened to my eyes? That's terrifying. What happened? Oh my gosh. What a cursed day.
Yeah, honestly, this is the best thing that could have happened to me because I don't think I had a chance to compete at all.
That's not true.
We'll see where we land.
Okay, drum roll, please. You positive? You got what you got?
That's what I have.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, 34. No!
So many things slow you down.
I did a lot of characters.
I'll take a tie.
Yeah, I'll take it. That was really, hey, good job.
Good job. Long day. If you guys like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch Fry and I compete in this rides race, but only in Magic Kingdom. Like 41 things. It was crazy.
He'll see you there. Ah! Bye, you guys.
I need water.